Welcome to Self-Powered Healing. I'm Barbara McNeely, the creator of Self-Powered Healing. And this month, November, I'm doing something quite different. Perhaps you've heard of this thing called National Podcast Post Month, or maybe you haven't, but it happens every November, and podcasters commit to publishing 30 episodes within the month of November. So I'll be doing that for the month of November, and we'll see if I get to the end and succeed with the 30. That's the plan. Welcome to another episode of the National Podcast Post-Month version of Self-Powered Healing. Today, I thought I would talk about what self-powered healing is and why I created it. Basically, what it's about is helping us to understand how to enhance our innate healing ability, because we all have the ability to heal as long as we know how to take care of that system. I was first inspired to create self-powered healing because I wanted to share healing stories. It started with the story of Sue and her cancer, where she was told she had 3 years to live, and that was in 1998, and she's alive and well today. I've touched on it briefly in an earlier episode, but her story is the first one that I really heard firsthand, and it inspired me to make more people aware of the fact that it can happen, that we do have more control than we might believe. But I have to say that also it would have never happened had it not been for the fact that I've had my own healing journey for most of my life. And that's what got me interested in the topic in the first place. And I'll be telling that healing journey, my own, in an episode very soon. So, one of the things that self-powered healing is going to do is talk about healing stories and sharing stories. I plan to have people come on and talk about their own stories. But it's also important for us to know what we can do to enhance our body's innate healing ability. There are an awful lot of toxins and chemicals and electromagnetic things happening in our world, and they all impact our health. And as I said in the first episode of the month, that our healthcare system is really not into preventive care. They're more of a system to help you if you are sick, and they will treat your symptoms. So it's up to each of us to work on what we can do to enhance our healing ability. So that's what I'll be talking about in self-powered healing, and specifically in the next couple of 3 weeks. I'm going to talk about some of those toxins and chemicals and just events that cause our body to not be able to heal as well as it should. Basically, when we talk about how we can enhance our body's innate healing ability, there's two paths you can take. There are things that we can do that will benefit our system, foods that we can focus on, but there's also foods and toxins that we need to know about, be aware of, so that we can avoid them. There's lots of them out there. The list is long. It's pesticides and herbicides and glyphosate and Teflon and fluoride and plastics, seed oils, artificial sweeteners and flavors and colors and chemicals and GMOs and antibiotics and EMF radiation and toxins and parasites and carcinogens, and they're all out there in our food, in our drinks, in our water supply, in our skin and body care products, and the environment. It sometimes can feel like the cards are stacked against us, but they're not, because it's something that we can all work on. So I hope you keep listening. I'll have in the month of November, I'll be posting every day, and I'll have several short stories of people who have healed and some other tips for you. So thanks for listening. Thanks for listening today. If you have any comments on this episode or on the whole NAPOD POMO concept in general, you can visit this page to leave comments. selfpoweredhealing.com/November 2024. You can also find a listing and link for all November's episodes on that same page, selfpoweredhealing.com/November 2024. By the way, self-powered healing is still looking for interviews with people who want to share a story of healing. Do you have a healing story? I would love to hear about it and see if maybe you could share it on our show. So if you're interested in sharing, then visit selfpoweredhealing.com/share to schedule a chat. You aren't committing at this point. You're just having a chat with me to see what your story is about. It will be confidential unless or until you decide you want to share. And if you get there and there's not a convenient time for you, send me a message because we'll always find a time. And remember this always: you are a magnificent being with powerful, innate healing abilities.